Power Ledger. So Power Ledger is, I'm being super conservative with my prediction on Power Ledger, and the main reason for that is I fundamentally just don't think governments are going to move fast enough with regards to the energy market. I don't think big companies are going to move that fast for the energy market. I think decentralized energy markets as a play is a phenomenal long-term play. I just don't think in the next bull cycle we're going to see enough momentum pick up with that industry. But I do think this is in 5-6 years, this could be a brilliant investment. But before I get into that, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I was showing everyone that I was buying up all of these coins because I expected them to absolutely rocket up in price. You can see what each coin was worth when I recorded and released my videos, and you can see that the highs that all these coins hit a little less than a year and a half on. In fact, it was about 16, 17 months on, and what the profit would have been if you'd have popped $100 into every single one. And if you had put $100 into all 26, that would have been a $2,600 investment. Selling it in under a year and a half, your profit would have been over $123,000, which is obviously not too bad. Now, I sold all of these, and since I did, and since the market crashed, I've been buying up new cryptos. And I share the cryptos that I'm getting in on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think can do a 40x, a 50x, a 100x, I get in on it. And what I'll do is I'll jump onto my site, I'll tell the members about the coin, I'll tell them what kind of profits I think it can have and what percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. This literally eliminates all work for the members. Thousands of hours of work are saved. They don't have to read white papers, they don't have to learn about new technologies, they don't have to learn about new trends. They can literally copy along to my investments and make the same money I do, except they do 0% of the work. Now, if that sounds good to you, go to copymycrypto.com now. There's a link in the description. On the site, what you'll see are the things I've said in the past and what ended up happening. You'll also see what I said about Phantom and why I said it would 100x when no one was talking about it. Talked about trying to encourage people to get out of a DeFi protocol that inevitably crashed and lost about $500 million to people. All of it's public record, as well as what the members have earned. You can verify it all on the history of this channel, and if you like what you see, guys, you should join. So let's talk Power Ledger. Power Ledger is a tech company that builds software for distributed and decentralized energy markets for a sustainable future. Now, it's developed a blockchain-based platform that enables the tracking and trading of energy, as well as flexibility services and environmental commodities. Its goal is to provide the platform for a fully modernized, market-driven grid that offers consumers a better choice in their energy while driving the democratization of power. Now, we obviously know within the energy market, it is fundamentally the big boys that rule it. Whether it's Shell or whoever else, right? There's tons of energy companies and they rule this market truly. That's why they can charge insane money and everyone has to pay it because you need energy. Now, Power Ledger is headquartered in Australia, but they do have over 30 clients across 11 countries and representatives around the globe. Power Ledger operates on 2 blockchain layers and uses 2 tokens. The Power Ledger token, which is the token that for utilities, for renewable energy operators, for microgrids, for companies that are committed to 100% renewable energy, as well as obviously within an element of governance as well. Not properly governance though, not like other cryptos. And they also have the Sparks token. Now, the founders of Power Ledger are Dr. Gemma Green and John Bulick. Dr. Gemma Green is the executive chairman of Power Ledger. After a decade in corporate finance in the UK, Dr. Green returned home to Perth to pursue a doctorate at Curtin University in electricity market disruption. John Bulick is the tech director at Power Ledger. Before co-founding that, he was the co-founder and director of Ledger Assets and a director at WA Property Investments. Now, as I said, so Power Ledger is trying to build a platform that democratizes the power within the energy sector hopefully gives everyone the opportunity to basically pick more, energy at a better price, as well as potentially, more renewable based energy as well. And they have, again, lots of clients worldwide. They partnered with Equator in France. They've partnered with TDED in Thailand. They've partnered with Tata Power DDL in India. They are also have industry memberships with the Global Blockchain Business Council, the Smart Energy Council, Energy Compacts, SEBA, Euroelectric as well, as Energy Tag. They are looking to be the internet of energy. And you can see that they're talking through the importance of revolutionizing energy markets through their blockchain-based solutions. You can see what the solutions are as well, because they talk about a few different ranges of solutions. So you've got a goal, or the effort of becoming carbon free. You've got info for grid and network operators, as well as the ability to trade renewable energy. And again, look, G20 have talked about the importance of global adoption of renewable energy. This was actually an article from 2023. It was a press release. So G20 leaders endorsed IRENA recommendations for global renewable energy adoption. So they agreed to triple total renewable energy capacity and underscore global need for over $4 trillion of annual investments until 2030. So that's G20 leaders agreeing to that. Now, if this is to be done, and it's a big bloody if, because let's be honest, look, what we know about governments is they move slowly on everything. Yes, they're talking about doing this, up until 2030. They're really trying to get that carbon footprint down. Trying to make sure that they limit the increase in global temperature, so that we don't have extreme environmental experiences, and look, whatever your outlook is on this, and I know there's some people that believe in climate change, there's people that don't. Look, fundamentally, the next avenue within the energy markets is a focus on renewables. There is a limit to how long fossil fuels are going to last, and renewable energy is something that is going to be explored. There's no doubt. We've got governments left, right, and centre looking at this, and they should be looking at it, and will be looking at it for the next 7 years. So the speed with which they work is going to be important. But the other thing is obviously you've got to get the biggest companies on board. The biggest companies are the ones that are fundamentally going to move it. Because let's be honest, companies rule the world. It's not the governments. So you've got to get your BPs, your Eons, all of them. I'm not going to list every company, but you've got to get as many of the big boys, Shell, all of them, to really adopt and really push on renewables. Because if they don't, no one will. Fundamentally, it will slow the market. So Power Ledger landing companies that are, leaders in the field is important. And right now, obviously, they've got people like American PowerNet, which is obviously a big boy, and they've got a number of ones around Thailand and a few in India. If they can land more, and they really do need to land more, this will fly a lot faster. But as of right now, I just think the market is going to move too slowly on this. I think it should hit $1. To be honest, I think there's a solid shot. When we actually look at the actual circulating supply, there's 500 million Power Ledger tokens. I wouldn't be shocked to see this hit $2. I wouldn't be shocked at all, because it's only really experienced one bull cycle. Technically, yes, you can make the argument that it's had two, but it arrived in so much of the back end of the 2017-2018 bull cycle. I'm not sure you can take this initial spike too seriously, particularly given that the circulating supply back then will have been tiny. I think $1 is a fair target, which is only a 4x, obviously. $2 I think is quite achievable, to be honest, but I don't see much more than that happening. What I would expect with something like Power Ledger is if we all of a sudden saw announcements from, let's say, Shell, E.ON, and any of the other big companies, if they announced that they were going to really explore renewables and power, I think we would see Power Ledger and Energy Web probably pump quite a lot, just because, you know, that means that the renewable energy market is starting to be really have a lot more focus. But if we don't see that, we're not going to see any sort of pumps for those coins, not significant ones. If we saw a huge government, like the biggest governments announcing that they're going to start trying to adapt the way the energy grids work, again, that could be very, very positive for these coins. But I just think, I look at Power Ledger and Energy Web token, and I think in the 2028, 2029 kind of bull cycle, which is quite a way away, I think that's where they'll thrive. But right now, I'm hesitant to say they're going to do anything spectacular, because I just don't think the big companies and the big governments are going to make too big a move right now. I think 5 or 6 years' time, I think they probably will. I think we're just a little bit of a way away from that right now. So, yeah, so my thoughts on Power Ledger, I think $1 is probably fair, maybe $2. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Guys, if you just want to take the work out of your crypto investing, if you want to make the same profits I do, except do literally no work, that is what copymycrypto.com is. If you go to copymycrypto.com now, you'll be able to see what I've said in the past and what ended up happening, whether that was talking about Phantom being one of the best investments of 2021 when no one was talking about it, whether that's telling people to get out of a DeFi protocol that lost $500 million, whether it's just that you want to see what the members have earned since being there. Again, it's all public record. You can verify it on this channel's history. And look, guys, is where I dive into the markets every day. I do all the work. I find coins that will 40x, 50x, 100x, and I will tell the members all about them. They don't have to learn anything new. They don't have to research anything. Thousands of hours are saved, and they can spend those thousands of hours with friends, with family, doing the things that they love, instead of learning about new tech, deep diving into markets, learning chart patterns, all of that stuff. So if you've never been onto copymycrypto.com, guys, get onto the site now, see what it's all about, because if you like what you see, guys, you should join. And that is it from me. Take care. Bye-bye.